ecology, life is not just about organisms living alone. It is about how they survive, multiply, and interact as population. The chapter Organisms and Population takes us on a journey from a single organism to a complex dynamic of entire population. So let's dive into the chapter. When we look at forest, river, oceans, or even a single drop of water, we observe not just individual organisms but group of similar organisms living together. This group is what we call a population. In ecology, a population is defined as a group of individuals of the same species living in a well-defined geographical area, sharing or competing for similar resources, potentially interbreeding and functioning as a unit of evolution. Unlike an individual, a population is the real unit of evolution, ecological regulation, genetic change. For example, all tiger in Sundarbans form a tiger all neem trees in Delhi form a neem population. All E. coli in our intestine forms a bacterial population. Remember, evolution never happens in individuals, it happens in population. Population attributes. Individuals have attributes like birth or death, but only populations have a special statistical attributes that define them. These includes population density or size. Density means how many individuals are present per unit area or volume. It is the most fundamental ecological parameter because it reflects competition, availability of resource. Community structure example 200 elephants in Kaziranga National Park, 3 million bacteria per ml of culture. Density may be expressed as absolute number example 200 fishes in a lake. Relative density example number of birds caught per trap. Natality birth rate is the number of birth per individual per unit time. Formula P equal to number of birth upon initial population. It has two forms: maximum natality under ideal environment, realized natality, actual field condition. A high natality increases population size. Mortality, death rate is the number of the death per individual per unit time. Formula D equal to number of death upon initial population. When mortality increases, population size decreases. Immigration and emigration. Immigration, individual entering a population from outside. Emigration, individual leaves a population. These are common in seasonal animals, birds and marine fishes. The total population change is described as delta n equal to b plus I minus d plus e, where b equal to births, I equal to immigration, d equal to deaths, e equal to emigration. Age structure. Population are composed of pre-reproduction, reproduction, post-reproduction. Their proportions decides the future of the population. Three types of age pyramids exist: expanding, broad base, high births, example India; stable, bell-shaped, example Sweden; declining, narrow base, example Japan. Sex ratio is the number of males and females in a population. Reproductive success largely depends on the number of females because females produce offspring. Dispersion or spatial distribution. Organisms are spaced in different patterns. Uniform, example nesting pigeon due to territorial behavior. Random, example seedling disappeared by wind. Clumped, example fish in schools. Animals around water, most common form. Population growth. Population growth depends on natality, mortality, immigration, emigration, predation, resources, climate. Scientifically, two models describe population growth. First one is exponential growth, J-shaped curve. This occurs when resources are unlimited, meaning no competition, no predation, ideal environment. This model traces back to the work of Thomas Malthus, who explained that population grow geometrically while resource increase arithmetically, leading to competition. The mathematical model is dn upon dt equal to rn, and its integrated form nt equal to n naught ert, where n equal to current population, n not equal to initial population, r equal to intrinsic rate of natural increase. Example, bacteria in fresh medium yeast under ideal lab condition. Logistic growth, S-shaped or sigmoid curve. In nature, resources are limited, therefore populations cannot grow indefinitely. This realistic model was proposed by Paré, Warhols, and later elaborated by Raymond Pearl. It introduces that concept of carrying capacity K, which means the maximum population an environment can support sustainably. The logistic equation is dn upon dt equal to rn k minus n upon k. Stages include lag phase, exponential phase, deceleration, steady state at k. Humans, large mammals, and mature forest often follow logistic growth, intrinsic rate of natural increase. It indicates population health. R is greater than 0 means population grows. R equal to 0 means zero growth. R less than 0 equal to population declining. Microorganisms have high R values. Elephant have low R values. Life history variation. All organisms must balance energy between growth, maintenance, and reproduction. This leads to different life strategies. The famous R strategy and K strategy was proposed by MacArthur and Wilson. R selected species live in unsuitable habitat, small body size, early maturity, produce many offspring, no parental care, short lifespan, J-shaped growth. Example, bacteria, algae, insect. K-selected species live in stable habitat, large body size, late maturity, produce few offspring, high paternal care, low lifespan. S-shaped growth. Example, humans, elephant, whales, many birds. Survivorship curves. There are three types. Type 1, high survival till old age, humans and elephants. Type 2, constant death rate, birds. Type 3, high mortality at early stage, oysters, oak tree. Population interaction. In a community, populations never live isolated, they interact continuously. These interactions can be characterized based on benefit, that is plus, harm, that is minus, neutral, that is 0. Let's cover all interaction. First one is predation, plus and minus. One species predator kill and eat another prey. Predation is essential because it regulates prey population, control herbivores, drives natural selection as Darwin observed. Examples, tiger preying or deer, snake eating mouse, Venus flytrap catches insects, plant predator. Important experiments and notes. Gauss's predator-prey experiment on penicillium and didinium showed oscillations in population. Lotka-Volterra model, mathematically model of predator-prey dynamics developed by Alfred Lotka and Vito Volterra. Predator-prey interactions often create population cycle. Second one is parasitism, that is plus and minus. One organism parasite lives on or in another host and harm it without killing immediately. Types: ectoparasites live on surface, mosquito, lice, ticks. Endoparasites live inside body, tapeworm, plasmodium. Parasites show host specificity and complex life cycles. Example: plasmodium cause malaria, experimentally proven by Ronald Ross. Cuscuta, parasitic plant on host tree. Competition: minus and minus. Both species harm each other due to limited resources. Competition may be interspecific between different species, intraspecific within same species, more severe. Gauss's competition exclusion principle, studied by G.F. Gauss using Penicillium aurelia and Penicillium sodactum. He concluded two species competing for the same resource cannot coexist indefinitely. Example: flamingos versus fishes for plankton, humans versus sparrow for seeds. Mutualist plus and plus. Both species benefit. Example: lichen, algae plus fungi, rhizobium with leguminous plants nitrogen fixation, termites plus protozoa in gut digest cellulose, bees and flowering plant pollination, commensales plus and 0. One benefits, other unaffected. Example: epiphytes, orchid on mango tree, barnacles on whales, suckerfish, remora on sharks. Commensales minus and 0. One harmed, other unaffected. Example: penicillium fungus killing bacteria by penicillin observed by Alexander Fleming. Black walnut tree secretes toxin inhibiting other plants. Neutralism 0 and 0. No effect on each other. Example: zebra and deer drinking from same pond without interaction. Conclusion: in conclusion, populations are dynamic units that grow, interact, evolve, adapt. Population ecology not only explains why organisms survive, but also how ecosystems remain balanced through complex interaction like competition, predation, and mutation. This knowledge is not just theoretical, it forms the basis of